Check. All right, my fellow Knickerbockerians. Welcome to Knicks on the Call. I'll be your host for this evening, Severe Elder, the number one place to be for live New York Knicks play-by-play. This program once again will be brought to you by Selfie Cast Studios, streaming live to YouTube and Twitch TV. It's game time! Tonight's playoff matchup features your New York Knicks versus the Atlanta Hawks. It's game 5 of this first round Eastern Conference Series. So keep it right here, Knick fans, and get ready to lock in. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the Call. Tonight's storyline stand out heading into Game 5. Remember that the winner of Game 5s goes on, for the most part, to win 80% of the series. With Karl Anthony Towns finally becoming the swing factor, which changed the tone in Game 4 of the series, because the Knicks finally featured him and he delivered with a triple-double, exposing Atlanta's lack of size. And as OG Anunoby has become a focal point, he's been balling, he's been showing out. He's been one of the team leaders, defending multiple Hawks scorers, hitting timely threes, and providing transition scoring. Madison Square Garden should be lit and turned up tonight to what feels like a must-win. I want you to tap in with me. Let me know how you feel. Is it a must-win? If anything, we know this game will be pivotal. We're locked in at 2 games apiece. Keys to the night will be the Knicks' defensive energy and what kind of production we're going to get from our bench, because as we all know, role players play way better and much better at home. So if we can find a way to stay locked in and have each individual player guard their man where they don't have to double team the likes of a CJ McCollum, can stay on the shooters. And I look for the Knicks to be victorious in this one. But Atlanta is still dangerous. They like to play fast. They can push the tempo. They shoot a high volume of threes. And they want to get into the passing lane and create a couple of turnovers. So as long as we can control the ball, control our turnovers, and shoot a high percentage from 3, I look for the Knicks to be victorious in this one. Whatever is broke, don't fix it. Let's go into Karl Anthony Towns, get him established early on the post-ups, and he'll be dominant inside. Rely on our defensive rebounding. And like I said, we should come victorious, walk away victorious in this one. So we'll see how it all transpires, how it unfolds tonight. As you're getting ready to get locked in with Knicks on the Call. The announcement of the lineups should be underway momentarily, as well as the tip-off. Once again, you're tuned in to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder. So be sure to keep it locked in. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Tap in with me in the comments section and let me know how you're feeling. We're calling Knicks games live. Every play, every run, and everything in between. So stay locked in. It's Knicks on the Call.
Hit the music.
All right, Knickerbockerians, we're about to get underway with a massive Game 5 here at Madison Square Garden. It's sure to be electric. And the tip is up. New York has possession. Here's Jalen Brunson. Working on Nickeil Alexander, gets it over to Karl Anthony Towns. He's guarded at the top of the key by Dyson Daniels. Swing pass to Jalen. He penetrates, floater is in and out, no good. Rebound in Atlanta, CJ McCollum gets it over to Nickeil Alexander Walker. And we have a stoppage in play. Looks like it's going to be an early foul on Karl Anthony Towns. Excuse me. No, looks like we have some kind of clock malfunction. As we enter a stoppage of play to address a shot clock malfunction. All righty. Looks like we have the shot clock matter has been addressed and resolved. Atlanta will have the ball side out. Jalen Johnson inbounds. Akila Alexander Walker has it. Over to Dyson Daniels, three-point line extended, driving on Brunson, spinning inside the paint. Float shot is good. They're putting pressure on the backcourt early. Here's Brunson across the timeline. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Starting five as usual is on the floor. Towns, Bridges, Brunson, Anunoby, and Hart. Here's Brunson off a curl. Gets it. Fade away jump shot is good.
Gyrating, devastating.
That time Brunson off the Karl Anthony Towns assist. Here's Atlanta. Jalen Johnson inside to Dyson Daniels, gets a pass over to C.J. McCollum, almost picked off. C.J. McCollum puts up a floater, air ball, put back, rebound by Dyson Daniels. Atlanta leads 4-2. 10:30 to go early in the first. Here's Bridges. Gets it inside to Towns. Towns left wing, three-point line extended. Looking for Anunoby on the curl, turns the ball over. Here's C.J. McCollum the other way. He's working on Josh Hart. Over to Alexander Walker. Inside to Okongwu, looking to post up Bridges. Wild flip shot in the paint, no good. Rebound tapped out. Brunson has it. He's across the timeline. Gets it to Josh Hart on the right wing. He kicks it back out to Karl Anthony Towns. Pump fakes on a three. Gets it over to the corner left wing to Anunoby, working on Okongwu. Anunoby drives right, strong. Tries to kick a pass out to Mikal Bridges, but is deflected out of bounds. Knicks will retain possession. Too early, Atlanta lead, 9:47 remaining in the first. Inbound pass, wild pass. Almost caused the turnover as Jalen Johnson and Josh Hart collide. For the battle on the inbound pass, referee says Knicks will retain it. Side out of bounds. Anunoby inbounds to Brunson. Brunson, left to right crossover. Working into the middle of the lane. Float shot up and over Dyson Daniels is good. Was Brunson that time. Here's Atlanta on the other end. McCollum to Okongwu, who kicks it out for Jalen Johnson. Three, no good. Rebound, Anunoby. Brunson up in across the timeline. Little spry in his step, dribbling. Sees the double team, works the ball over to Anunoby, who kicks it over to Mikal Bridges, who dribbles and takes a pull-up left wing jumper is good. Here's Dyson Daniels. Gets it over to C.J. McCollum, penetrates left, takes a lean-in jump shot, and he gets it to fall. And a foul is called on the shot. It'll be charged to Hart. C.J. McCollum will go to the line, looking to complete the three-point play. Free throw is back rim iron, no good. All tied at 6 early in the first with 8:50 remaining. Brunson has it. Gets a pass over to Towns. He sees a double team. He kicks it back out. Swing. Ball's in up in Josh Hart hand for a right wing three.
Rising and surprising.
Here's Atlanta the other way with an easy penetration in the lane. Dyson Daniels lays it up for two as he attacked Brunson in the middle of the lane. 9-8 Knicks lead. Here's Josh Hart looking to work on Jalen Johnson. Deflect the pass. Knicks still retain it. Here's Anunoby. Looking to penetrate between the legs, dribble, step back, top of the key three. And it looks like he'll draw a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 3. As it looks like Okongwu got him on the wrist that time. He signals to the bench to take a look at it to see if they want a challenge, but no. Anunoby first attempt is good. That gives New York an early 10-8 lead. 8:08 remaining in the first. Second shot is up and it's good. Anunoby third attempt is up and it's good. Gives the Knicks a 12-8 lead with 8 minutes remaining in the first. Anunoby with an early 3 points and 3 rebounds. Here's Atlanta. Nickeil Alexander-Walker driving left. Passes the ball, almost turns it over. Gets it out to Okongwu, long 3, no good. Rebound Anunoby. Gets it out to Mikal Bridges. Mikal surveying. Gets it over to Towns, top of the key, 3 extended. Here's Jalen Brunson, right wing, working on McCollum. Fancy dribbling through the legs behind the back. Brings it back out. Gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart looking to penetrate on Jalen Johnson. He's bodying him up. He takes a fadeaway shot off the rim, no good. Atlanta's moving in transition the other way, and it looks like we might have a turnover. Anunoby with the great hands. Got a piece of Mikal Bridges. Got a piece of the ball on the reach-in, forces a turnover as the ball goes off of Jalen Johnson as he stumbles and bumbles to the floor. Knicks have it. Across the timeline is Brunson. With a Mikal Bridges screen, double screen with Anunoby. Gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby, pull up. Left wing 3, no good. Here's Jalen Johnson the other way. Knicks lead 12-8, 7 minutes remaining in the first. He looks to do a spinorama, drop off past the Okongwu, and it leads to a turnover. Atlanta appears to be turning over the ball early. They're not securing the possessions. Here's Brunson. Looking across the timeline. Gets it to Anunoby. Drive penetrating with the left. DHO to Mikal. Looking to post up Towns. Towns elbow free throw line extended. And looks like we have some contact off the ball. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Bridges. Bulldozering his way through a screen. And that'll take us to a timeout. You're listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder. All right, Knicks fans, we're back to live action. If you're just now tuning in, you're rocking steady with Knicks on the call. We're calling Knicks games live, every play, every run, and everything in between. So stay locked in. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Gabe Vincent. Bounce pass. So Okongwu kicks it out to Alexander Walker into the corner for Kuminga. Three is off, no good. Battle ensues for the rebound, and Anunoby comes up with it. Gets it out to Brunson. Across the half-court line, spinning. Working on Alexander Walker. Left-hand dribble on the left side, in and out. Backing down Alexander Walker. Looking to exploit him. Jump hook shot, no good. Jalen Johnson comes down with the rebound. Gets it over to Kuminga. Kuminga working on Hart. Starting five still remains on the floor for New York. Here's Jalen Johnson into the lane with a bank shot off the glass, and he picks up the foul as well. He'll look to go to the line to complete the three-point play. Poor contest by Karl Anthony Towns as he gets him with a right hand to the face. Knicks lead 12-10 with 5:49 remaining in the first. First substitution of the game, McBride checks in for Mikal Bridges. On the floor with Brunson, Anunoby, Hart, and Towns. Brunson gets it over the timeline. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Towns trying to work on Kuminga. Gets it out to Brunson. Back to Karl. Anthony Towns with a left wing three.
Rising and surprising.
Here's Gabe Vincent back the other way with a three-point shot of his own, way off. Rebound Atlanta. Okongwu out to Jalen Johnson with a straight-on three, and he knocks it down. Gives the Knicks a 15-14 lead. Josh Hart back the other way in transition. 17-14, New York Knicks lead. Alexander Walker on the other end with a three, no good. Rebound by Towns. Brunson pushing, drives into the lane. Layup shot inside the paint is good.
Gyrating, devastating.
That gives New York a 19-14 lead. Here's Kuminga. Looking to work on Brunson. He penetrates, driving left on the left side. Turnaround fadeaway jump shot is good. 19-16 New York Knicks lead. Here's Brunson. Gets it into Karl Anthony Towns, looking to work on Kuminga. He drives, penetrates, spin. Off the backboard, layup is good.
Gyrating, devastating.
And he draws a foul. He'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play as he's having fiery words with the opposition. As he gives a Spartan-like growl. Karl Anthony Towns averaging 21, 10, and 5 this series. He's doing his part. He'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Knicks lead 21-16 with 4:13 remaining in the first. As Mitchell Robinson checks into the game for the first time, replacing Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns' free throw attempt is back iron long. Here's Kuminga. Oh, Knicks fans looking for a charge as Kuminga used the left hand to discard Hart, but they get him for the second push off as he tried to penetrate into the lane and met a wall of Knicks players. And he will be charged with a charging call. Brunson tried to draw the first one to no avail. They get the second one from Hart. Here's Hart across the timeline. Gets it, looking to penetrate on Jalen Johnson. Floater shot, no good, but he draws a foul. And he'll go to the line. On the floor for the Knicks is Robinson, Towns, Brunson, McBride. And Josh Hart, who appears to be shaking a little bit on the play. But he'll go to the line. First attempt is up, rattles around and rolls around the rim, and it's good. Josh Hart's second attempt is good. Knicks lead 23-16. 3:55 remaining in the first quarter in this hotly contested East first round series. Tied at 2 games apiece. And Kuminga goes to the sky and flushes it down with the alley-oop pass from Gabe Vincent for a spectacular play. Here's the Knicks the other way. Brunson looking to work. Pull up 3-point shot. Right wing is no good. He's looking for a foul, no call. Jalen Johnson the other way. Euro steps and flushes it down the middle. But here's Brunson cherry picking as Josh Hart throws the football-like pass to him for an easy 2. Knicks lead 25-20. Brunson has 8 points, shooting 4 of 7 from the field. Here's Atlanta. Kuminga working on Towns on the right wing. Sidestep. Jump shot no good. Rebound Mitchell Robinson. Gets it over to Deuce McBride. Gets the screen from Mitch. Looking to penetrate. Fake shot. Gets it out to Josh Hart. He screens for Josh Hart. Josh Hart working on Bradley. He gives it down to Karl Anthony Towns on the post up. Jump hook is good.
Posting and toasting.
That time was Karl Anthony Towns working on a smaller defender. Here's Jalen Johnson over to Bradley. Josh Hart with the superior defense denying the ball. Kuminga driving to the lane. Blocked with the left hand by Mitchell Robinson. Kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson right to left crossover. Bodies up Alexander Walker for the push shot. No good, but Josh Hart for a rebound put back, and it looks like it's gonna be called off. The foul will be on Hart as he pushed off that time in the battle for the rebound. But as we take a look at this replay, Mitchell Robinson standing tall with the block against Jonathan Kuminga. And the Knicks have an early 27-20 lead. And we'll pause for station identification. You're listening to Knicks on the Call.
You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by SelfieCast Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by SelfieCast Studio, a broadcasting company.
All right, Knicks fans, we bring you back to live action as we take a look at a replay here of Brunson's three-point attempt where he was looking for a foul, as it was clear and evident that Gabe Vincent landed in the restricted area of the shooter. Back to live action. McCollum has it swarmed by McBride. Gets it over to Gabe Vincent to Dyson Daniels. Looking to work on Brunson. Bodies Brunson. Mitch on the recover. Help side defense. Deters that shot. Knicks the other way. Here's Clarkson. Into the game with Anunoby, Robinson, Hart, and McBride. As Clarkson. Strong penetration into the lane. Gets it to go for two with the and one. And he'll go to the line, looking to complete the three-point play. Knicks lead 29-20. 1:39 remaining in the first. If you're just joining in, you're listening to Severe Elder with Knicks on the Call. Clarkson puts down the free throw attempt to give the Knicks a 10-point lead. Here's Dyson McDaniels over to McCollum. Bounce pass to McDaniels. Out to the three-point line. Bradley neglects to take the shot. Gives it to McCollum, and he dribbles it off of his body and out of bounds. Another Atlanta turnover, as Mitchell Robinson got his hand on the ball that time. Here's Brunson working on Daniels. At the half-court line extended. He's looking to drive. He throws up an alley-oop, but it's off as he tried to get Mitchell Robinson rolling on the pick and roll to the basket for the Gotham lob. But it was negated by a Gabe Vincent foul. Knicks lead 30-20 as Robinson will come to the line to shoot two. 50% on his career, 40% this season. Side irons the first. Second attempt is up. Front irons it short. Rebound Anunoby. Gets it to McBride. He gets into the lane. Stop, pop, push shot. No good, but the monster put back one-handed flush by Mitchell Robinson.
Slamming and jamming.
That time off the offensive rebound. Here's McCollum the other way working on McBride, and he gets the jumper to go. 32-22, Knick lead with 42 seconds remaining. Here's McBride. Top of the key, three-point line extended. Gets a pick from Mitch. He tries to lob it to Mitch, and Mitchell Robinson will pick up another foul. This time on Bradley. And he'll go to the line to shoot another pair. Robinson at the line for two. Knicks lead 32-22 with 33 seconds remaining in the first. First shot is up. Line drive rattled around and in. Gives the Knicks a 33-22 lead. He's 1 for 3 at the line tonight already. Second attempt is up. Back iron long, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it looks like we're going to get a foul assessed to Jordan Clarkson. Looks like he pushed the Atlanta Hawk player in the back. Now we have some hand action going on between Bradley and Mitchell Robinson. Atlanta have it in the backcourt, side out. Dyson Daniels will inbound. If you're just joining, we're live with Knicks play-by-play. Hit that thumbs up, tap in the chat, and let me know how you're feeling right now. We're early in this one. Knicks with an 11-point lead. Here's McCollum working on McBride, left wing. Swings it over all the way to the right side. Long Kuminga three, no good. Here's Brunson. Across the half-court line. Waves off the Mitchell Robinson screen. He'll hold for one. 9 seconds remaining. Looking to work on McCollum. Here's the double. Bounce pass. Gets it over to Clarkson with the teardrop floater in the middle. Atlanta will rush into a half-court shot. Thwarted by Anunoby, who blocked Kuminga. Shot into the hands of Dyson Daniels, who heaves it up at the buzzer, but it's no good. Knicks will take a strong 35-22 lead into the second quarter when we return. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the call.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, Severe, yeah.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, Severe, yeah.
All right, Knicks fans, we're back to live action. Knicks lead 35-22 at the start of the second quarter. Here's McCollum. Working on Alvarado in the game with Anunoby, Towns, Bridges, and Clarkson. Anunoby with a deflection gets into the passing lane. Knocks it out of bounds. Atlanta will retain possession. Atlanta will have it side out, with Kispert inbounding the ball. Over to Akil Alexander-Walker, takes a fadeaway long shot. Not quite sure if he got the puppies behind the three-point line, and it looks like he did. It's 35-25. Knicks lead. Here's Alvarado. Gets it in Anunoby, working on Kuminga. Around the free throw line, area extended, puts a shoulder into Kuminga, and takes a shot that's short, and the ball ends up out of bounds. Atlanta will have it in the backcourt, looking the inbound. 11-17 remaining in the second quarter. Knicks lead 35-25. Let's see if they can string it together for a full 48. Here's McCullough. Hawking defense by Alvarado. Gets the switch on the Towns. Takes a long step back three, air ball. Rebound Alvarado looking to push. Cross the half-court line, gets it to Towns. Towns looking to work on Bradley on the right wing, three-point line extended. Dribbling through the legs, left, right, drive, big two-step. Kicks it to Clarkson inside the lane, no good, short. Rebound Towns, put back up off the glass, and it's good.
Wheeling and dealing.
And he draws a foul. He'll go to the line, looking to complete the three-point play. As we take a look at that McCollum jump shot that was an air ball, it seems like Towns got a fingertip on that one to make it come up short. And gets the and one on the other end, looking to complete the three-point play. Free throw is up and it's good. Knicks lead 38-25, 10:45 remaining. On the floor again is Alvarado, Bridges, Towns, Anunoby, and Clarkson. Knicks into the passing lane, deflected by Bridges. Here's Clarkson, surveying, dribbling, in and out. Hits it over to Karl Anthony Towns. Long left wing three, leaves it short on the front iron. Atlanta comes up with the rebound. Here's Alexander Walker, working on Clarkson. Looking for a screen. Double comes and then it retreats. Over to McCullum. Bumbling, stumbling. Turns the ball over. Towns on the floor, comes up with it. Gets it over to Bridges, who's looking to penetrate. He drives. Left hand shot, no good. Here's Atlanta the other way. Kuminga into the front court. Looking to penetrate with a Euro step through, two-handed flush. 38-27 New York lead, 9:51 remaining in the second. Here's Towns. Top of the key, three-point line extended. Surveying. Puts the ball on the floor and tries to drive past Bradley and looks like he's going to draw a foul. As Bradley pretty much tackled him to the ground. He must be conflicted about what sport he's playing tonight. As we take a look at the C.J. McCollum turnover, trying to drive right, and just stumbles and bumbles into a turnover. Knicks will have it side out. Inbound Alvarado to Karl Anthony Towns. Working on the right wing. Right wing three over there. Alvarado is good.
Rising, that's surprising.
That time was Alvarado with a right wing three. Here's Atlanta. Jalen Johnson off the shot. Puts it up off the banker. No good. Defended well by Anunoby. Here's Alvarado back the other way. Gets the screen from Towns. Penetrates hard. Right hand to the middle. Teardrop floater rolls around. No good. But he picks up a foul inside. Alvarado with the good play that time, putting pressure on the defense. Drove it inside. And in an attempt to grab his own rebound, he draws a foul. Knicks will have it side out. Alvarado in his 13-plus minutes has 6 points. Here's Karl Anthony Towns on the block. Working on Jalen Johnson on the left side. Spinorama off the rim. Backboard is good.
Spinning, winning.
That time was Karl Anthony Towns on the left wing block, showing his dominance inside. As we take a look at the replay here, working on Jalen Johnson. Looks like it could have been a potential and one, but no call. We'll take a timeout and pause for station identification. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the Call.
You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, a broadcasting company.
All right, Knickerbockerians, we're back to live action. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong showing with 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Looking like he's working towards another triple-double. Atlanta will have the ball with 8:45 remaining in the second quarter. Here's a shot attempt by Jalen Johnson, and it is rejected by Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks look to push the other way. Alvarado has it, kicks it over to Towns. Towns looking for the DHO to Hart. Gives him a screen. Hart penetrating left on the left side. Shots up, back iron, no good. Here's Jalen Johnson in Atlanta going the other way. He kicks it out to Alexander Walker, but that pass is deflected. Out of bounds by Mikal Bridges as he does a great job defending that transition play. Manages to get his hands in the passing lane to get that ball deflected out of bounds. Atlanta have it under their own basket. Inbound from Gabe Vincent to Alexander Walker. And looks like he's going to draw a foul. And that one to be on Mikal Bridges. And that'll be his first. Atlanta has it side out. Jalen Johnson inbounds to Okongwu. Coming off the curl, Alexander Walker kicks out to a Gabe Vincent corner three. Good. Knicks lead 43-30. Here's Alvarado across the timeline, working on Vincent. Gets it over to Karl Anthony Towns. Your five on the floor for New York Knicks is Alvarado, Towns, Robinson, Bridges, and Hart. Towns fumbling. Had trouble handling the ball that time. Alvarado ends up with it. Scoop shot left to right hand. Layup no good. Here's Atlanta the other way. Gets it to Gabe Vincent. Stop, pop three, back iron, no good. Rebound to Okongwu. Looking to work on Mitchell Robinson. Gets it over to Jalen Johnson being guarded by Bridges. On the left block. Turnaround, fade away, no good. Rebound Towns gets it over to Hart. They're looking to push. And the ball is poked from behind from Josh Hart by Kispert. Kispert gets it back for a long three-point shot. No good. Knicks get the rebound. Hart the other way. He's across the timeline. Gets it over to Alvarado. Screen coming from Mitch. Alvarado in a mismatch. Okongwu. Push shot. Off the backboard is good.
Wheeling and dealing.
That time was Alvarado. Knicks lead 45-30. Here's Atlanta. Straight on three. Alexander Walker, no good. Rebound Knicks. Alvarado has it. He's pushing. On the right side. Three-point line extended. Working on Kispert. Drives right. Same push shot as he gets by Kispert and knocks it in off the glass.
Moving, grooving.
That time was Alvarado to give the Knicks a 47-30 lead. 6:20 remaining in the second. Here's Gabe Vincent. Looking to exploit the mismatch on Towns. Gets it over to Jalen Johnson being guarded by Bridges. He penetrates left. Down the lane with a monster right hand stuff. As Mike Brown didn't like the defensive possession on that play. And he'll want to talk to his team about it. And we'll take a timeout. If you're just joining in, you're listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder. Knickerbockerians, I need you to tap in. Drop your score predictions right now. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You're listening to Knicks on the Call.
You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Studio, a broadcasting company.
All right, Knicks fans, if you're just joining me, we're live with New York Knicks play-by-play. Hit that thumbs up. Tap in the chat and let me know how you're feeling right now. Drop your score predictions. Knicks lead 47-32 with 6:05 remaining in the second. Here's Brunson over to Towns. Towns working on a Kongwu. Surveying. Almost gets the ball poked out of his hand. And we got a stoppage in play. Looks like it's going to be an off ball. Foul assessed to Dyson Daniels. Knicks will have it on the sideline out. Brunson inbounds to Anunoby. On the left wing working on Johnson. Pump faking. Drive strong. Bodies up. A lot of contact there. No foul. But Anunoby rises up with the two-hand stuff and says, "Get out of the way, Jalen Johnson."
Puffing and stuffing.
Here's Atlanta back the other way. Dyson Daniels with a wide open three-point shot from the top of the left wing, and it's good. Knicks lead 49-35 with 5:20 remaining. Dyson Daniels has 9 early points in this one. Here's Brunson working on Daniels. Drives left into the lane. A lot of contact. Spinning, bumbling. Retains his possession. Gets it over to Hart. Hart gets it to Karl Anthony Towns. And the pick and roll action from Towns to Brunson that time is good.
Penetrating, creating.
Here's Atlanta back the other way. Dyson Daniels has it. Looking at McBride. Gets it over to Kongwu, over to Gabe Vincent. Working on Brunson. Over to McCollum. McCollum drives right. Stop. Pop. Pull up. Side iron no good. Rebound to Kongwu with the put back. Knicks lead 51-37. Here's Brunson. Oh, gets a lob pass right over the top of Atlanta's defense into Hart for an easy basket that time. Gives the Knicks a 53-37 lead. Here's a Kongwu. Almost gets the ball stripped by Anunoby. Over to McCollum. McCollum to Dyson Daniels, over to Gabe Vincent for a wide open three. He's no good. Karl Anthony Towns rebounds. Gets it over to Jalen Brunson. DHO to Towns. Towns getting mauled by Kongwu. And the ref finally blows the whistle. Remember, Knickerbockerians, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Tap in with me. You're rocking steady with Severe Elder. It's Knicks on the Call. This program is brought to you by Selfie Studios. Karl Anthony Towns to the line for two. First one is up and good. 53-37. 54-37. 3:53 remaining in the second quarter. Knicks out front with a comfortable lead in this one. Pretty much had command and control of this game from the outset. Again, let's see if they can keep it together for a full 48. Here's Towns' second attempt. Shot is up and good. Extend the Knicks lead to 55-37. On the floor, Hart, Anunoby, Towns, McBride, and Brunson. Atlanta has it. McCollum, double team. Breaks the double team, kicks it out. Swing. Ball ends up with Alexander Walker. He kicks it out to Dyson Daniels for a wide open three. No good that time. Rebound Towns. Here's Brunson penetrating left side. Gets in the lane, twirling. Shot comes up short, gets his own rebound, and he puts it back in.
Gyrating, devastating.
That time was Brunson. Here's McCollum. Looking at a wall of Knick defenders, and Anunoby gets his hand in the dribble of McCollum and comes up with the steal. Gets it over to Hart, who gets it over to Brunson for a left-handed layup that time.
Penetrating, creating.
As the Knicks ended up on a fast break with the steal from Anunoby. Getting into the dribble. Leading that break. That ended up with Hart passing it to Brunson for easy left-hand layup on the inside. Knicks ahead in this one, 59-37. And we'll pause for station identification. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the Call. All right, Knickerbockerins, we're back to live action. Knicks with a commanding lead in this one. 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter, 59-37 Knick lead. On the floor is Bridges, Towns, Hart, Anunoby, and Brunson. As Nickeil Alexander-Walker drains a three-point basket to bring Atlanta within 19. He has 6 points. Brunson with the off the curl pass from Josh Hart, and he draws a foul. Brunson ahead to the line for two. Knicks in the bonus. Brunson, first attempt is good. That extends the lead to 20. 60-40 with 2:35 remaining in the second. Brunson's second attempt is up, and it's no good. And it looks like we'll have a foul on the Knicks, and it'll be going the other way. Remember, guys, be sure to check in with me at halftime for the halftime check. Give me your analysis. I want to hear you tell it. Say what you need to say. Get it off your chest in the comments below. Atlanta will have it. Jalen Johnson looking at a double team. Gets it over to McDaniels, over to Kongwu for a wide open right corner three. Knicks lead 60-43. 2:10 remaining in the second. Brunson will have it, looking to work on Daniels. He drives hard. He drives right. Bank shot off the rim. Good.
Gyrating, devastating.
That time was Brunson penetrating against Daniels. Here's Alexander Walker. To Dyson. Daniels bounce pass to Johnson for the one-handed flush. Knicks have to do a better job defensively. They have to get their rotations together if they're going to double out front. Has to be communication on the back end. And looks like we're going to have a foul on Brunson on the inbounds play. Looking to create space, and he pushed Dyson Daniels a little too hard that time. Atlanta has the ball. Johnson trying to work on Anunoby. Looking, almost ties him up. Swing pass to Dyson Daniels. Gets it out to McCollum. McCollum drives as Hart fell on the play. And looks like we're going to have a foul, and the refs say, keep it right here. The whistle looks like it's going to be on. Looks like it'll be on McBride. On the box out, trying to face guard Okongwu. Knicks lead 62-45 with a minute 36 remaining in the second. Atlanta looking to inbounds. McCollum over to Jalen Johnson, working on Anunoby. Double team. He gets it off. Gets it to Okongwu. Push shot. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Towns.
Resounding, rebounding.
Over to Anunoby in the front court. Here's Towns. 30 feet from the basket. Surveying. Gets it over to Josh Hart. Left wing three-point line extended. He dribbles. He backs out. He shoots. No good. Front rim that time. Rebound Atlanta. Here's Jalen Johnson. Looking to work on Anunoby. Drives left. Stop. Pop. Off the glass. No good. But he'll draw a foul. With 53.3 remaining. New York with a commanding 62-45 lead in this East first round series, tied at 2 games apiece. Karl Anthony Towns has a strong 14 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks early in this one. Jalen Brunson leads the Knicks with 17. As Jalen Johnson knocks down 2 free throws. Here's McBride. Gets it over the timeline. Being guarded by Alexander Walker. Gets off of it to Karl Anthony Towns. Back to McBride. Pull up. 3. Long. No good. Back iron, and battle for the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Towns. .35.2 remaining in the second. 62-47 Knicks lead. Anunoby picking up Johnson. And we got another stoppage in play on this one. Looks like we're going to get this foul called on Jalen Brunson. Holding on and grabbing the jersey of Dyson Daniels, who'll go to the line for two. First attempt, no good. .4 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Be sure to check with me for the halftime check. Knickerbockers, tap in, drop your score predictions right now. If you're rocking with Knicks on the call, hit that like button now and subscribe to the channel. Dyson Daniels, his second attempt is good. 62-48 Knick lead. Jalen Brunson has it. Bringing the ball up court. Gets it over the timeline. Atlanta's on 11-3 run in this last 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Towns has it. Looking to work on Kuminga. Some off-ball action here, and it looks like it'll be a foul call. Keep it right here, the ref says. Foul call will send Anunoby to the line. Sinks the first one to give the Knicks a 63-48 lead with 14.6 remaining in the second. If you're enjoying Knicks live play-by-play, drop a Cash App and I'll shout you out live. Anunoby's second attempt is up and good. Knicks with a commanding 64-48 lead. McCollum has it. Trying to work on McBride to close the half. Gets it over to Johnson. Swings it over Alexander Walker, right wing three, corner three, no good. Rebound Anunoby with 1 second. Half court heave, no good. Too strong that time off the glass. And that'll do it for the first half. Knicks have a commanding 64-48 lead. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the call.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, Severe, yeah.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, Severe, yeah.
Get ready to leave it on scene. It's the halftime check, live with Knicks on the Call.
All right, Knickerbockerins. We're at the halftime check. Let's take a look at the box score. Knicks shooting a solid 58.5% from the field, 37.5% from the three-point range territory. And one stat I want to look at is the turnover battle. Knicks have 6 points off of Atlanta's turnovers. Although the Knicks are dominating the boards, out-rebounding Atlanta 25-14 in that area. And they've been a monster on the defensive boards, out-rebounding Atlanta 20-10 in that area. Strong performance so far in this one with Karl Anthony Towns, who's making his imprint felt across the box score. Doing a phenomenal job at a +10 on the plus minus with 14 first half points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal and 2 blocks. Clearly working his way towards another triple-double. Brunson leads the team with 17 points, and he has 4 assists as well. And Anunoby and Hart with 7 and 9 points respectively. Anunoby doing it on the defensive end as well, with 1 steal and a block, as the Knicks look pretty formidable and strong in this one. But I need you to talk to me. How we looking right now? I want to hear you tell it. Leave it on scene in the chat and let me know how you're feeling about this one. We have to have a full 48 minutes, no letdown. Knicks are prone to letting their opponents get back into the game. Key to this one to be not turning the ball over. Valuing possessions. If you're just joining in, you're rocking steady with Knicks on the Call with me, your host, Severe Elder. I need you to hit that like button now and subscribe to the channel. We're calling Knicks games live, every play, every run, and everything in between. So leave it on scene below and let me know how you feeling about this one. So far, Knicks fans, we're looking strong. Pivotal game 5. It's been noted that the winner of game 5 go on to win 80% of the time they finish the series. So let's get your opinions and your thoughts on this one. What are your takeaways? Good, bad, or indifferent? Again, I want to hear you tell it, Knickerbockerins. So once again, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the Call.
You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by SelfieCast Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by SelfieCast Studio, a broadcasting company.
All right, my fellow Knickerbockerins, as we embark on the second half, Knicks with a strong lead in this one. Pretty much controlled the game from the beginning. Let's see if they can put it together for the remaining 24 to make it a full 48. If you're just joining in, we're live with Knicks play-by-play. Hit that thumbs up. Tap in the chat and let me know how you're feeling right now. Hit that like button. Leave your score predictions. How do you think this one is going to finish? Atlanta will start the third quarter with possession. McCollum has it. He sees a double. Good pressure from Hart and Brunson. They swing it over to Jalen Johnson for right wing three. No good. Knicks have it. Brunson penetrating. And the whistle, the ref says, hold on right here. As we get a McCollum foul on Jalen Brunson looking to penetrate. It'll be side out. They won't give him free throws on that one. A little questionable there. Brunson inbounds to Towns, kickball, Alexander Walker. Knicks will retain possession on the side. Inbound pass. Karl Anthony Towns has it on the left side, three-point line extended. Over the Bridges, over to Anunoby. Anunoby takes a peek at the shot clock. Working on McCollum. Strong drive. Left hand layup. Rolls around the rim. No good. Atlanta has it. Here's Jalen Johnson. To Dyson Daniels, who pauses, picks up his dribble. Over to Alexander Walker to Johnson. Back to Walker. Looking to work on Brunson. Gives it up to Hart. To Johnson. Guarded by Hart. Johnson double team. Good rotation. Strong contest. Bridges on the Alexander Walker three. No good. Here's Brunson back the other way. Stop. Pops. Left wing three. Good.
Rising and surprising.
That time Brunson with the pop. Stop and pop three-pointer. Back the other way in a Kongwu. Straight on three. Left wide open. Miscommunication there on the defense. Knicks lead 67-51. On the floor is Towns, Brunson, Hart, Anunoby, and Bridges just starting five. Karl Anthony Towns surveying. Hits Anunoby on the backdoor cut. With a Kongwu all over his back, he draws a foul. Karl Anthony Towns doing a great job facilitating. As they call the foul on the floor, Anunoby won't shoot two. Inbound pass, Brunson to Towns. He's being swarmed. Three Hawk defenders. Kicks it out, Bridges. Swing over to Anunoby. Right wing corner three is good.
Rising and surprising.
As the Knicks exploited the Atlanta rotation. Here's McCollum working on Brunson. Double by Bridges. He gets off the ball. Swing, Dyson Daniels. Push shot, floater in the lane is good. Knicks lead 70-53 with 9:50 remaining in the third. Here's Brunson looking to work on Walker. Gets it over to Towns. He's surveying. Three-point line extended, being guarded by Daniels. Kicks it over to the right corner for a three-point shot. Bridges, no good. Rebound, Dyson Daniels. He pushes. He surveys. Gets it over to Alexander Walker. Crab dribble. Almost gets it stolen from Karl Anthony Towns, but they call him for a reach-in foul. as Alexander Walker with the crab dribble try to curl inside the paint. Yeah, and they get Karl Anthony Towns on the swipe down. Alexander Walker should be going to the line for 2. Comes up short. Rebound, Knicks have it. Here's Jalen Brunson working on Alexander Walker. Gets it over to Josh Hart inside the Towns. He sees a double team. Cross court pass to Bridges, right corner. Back out to the left side to do a Josh Hart 3, no good. Battle for the rebound, Bridges, good job that time. Ends up in Anunoby's hand. Right wing corner 3, takes a side iron, bounced up and in.
Rising and surprising.
Anunoby with the right wing corner 3. Knicks lead 73-55. Here's Akil Alexander Walker. Caused the turnover but gets it right back. And a pass from Jalen Johnson ends up in Alexander Walker's hands for a 2-hand flush, as the Knicks couldn't exploit the turnover that time. They turned the ball over. 73-57, New York Knicks lead, 8:15 remaining in the third. Karl Anthony Towns looking to post. Daniels being physical with him. He's looking for a call, no call. Here's Brunson. Left the 3-point front iron short. Contested well that time. Here's Jalen Johnson into the front court. Dyson Daniels has it. Back to Johnson. Over Towns. Jump shot is long, no good. Rebound Towns over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart surveying. Get to the Towns. Long 35-footer from the half-court line. Towns shot no good. Jalen Johnson the rebound looking to push. Gets it over to Daniels working on Brunson. Back to Johnson. Get the switch on the Brunson inside the Daniels. Kick out to C.J. McCollum. Left wing corner 3. No good. Shot hits the rim and bounces up over the backboard. Knicks will have the possession. 73-57 lead, as we'll take a timeout. And you're listening to Knicks on the Call. We'll pause for station identification. All right, Knickerbockerins, we're back to live action. Knicks with a commanding lead in this one. If you're enjoying Knicks live play-by-play, drop a Cash App and I'll shout you out live. This program is brought to you by SelfieCast Studio, streaming live to YouTube and Twitch TV. Here's Mikal Bridges down the lane uncontested for a two-handed stuff.
Slamming and jamming.
And that's what we need from him. Atlanta on the other end. Gets it over to Alexander Walker for left alone. Left corner three is good. Brings them within 15. 75-60 New York lead with 6:50 remaining in the third. On the floor is Brunson, Hart, Bridges, Karl Anthony Towns, and Anunoby, your starting five. Brunson to Hart. Hart kicks it to Anunoby on the right wing, working on Johnson. Puts it down, left hand, crossover to the right. Spin, step back, jump shot is good.
Gyrating, devastating.
That time was Anunoby. Pushes the lead back out to 17. Atlanta down on the other end. Entry pass to Dyson Daniels for a left-hand layup is good. Knicks have it. Bringing the ball across the timeline is Bridges. Gets instructions from the coach. Calls a flat. Brunson on the curl play. Has it on the right wing three-point line extended. Anunoby screen, working on Alexander Walker, penetrates right hand. Whirlish Dervish under the basket for the flip shot is good. That time was Brunson. Here's Atlanta the other way. Johnson has it. Hits a roller. Dyson to the basket. Floaters up, no good. Tried to get his own rebound. Couldn't maintain it. Out of bounds. Knicks will have the possession. As we take a look at this replay of Mikal Bridges driving down the lane, being aggressive. Back to live action. Knicks will have it in the backcourt, looking to inbound. (79-62) Knicks lead with 5:38 remaining in the third. Here's McBride on the floor with Hart, Towns, Clarkson, and Brunson. Brunson coming off the curl, same action. Hits it in to Karl Anthony Towns. DHO back to Brunson. Brunson working on Dyson Daniels. Bring him to the block. Fadeaway shot off the rim. No good. Here's Atlanta the other way. Dyson Daniels has it. Gets it to Gabe Vincent. Swings it over to Okongwu. Okongwu looking to post up Brunson on the mismatch. Here comes McBride with the double. He gets off of it. Out to Alexander Walker for a right wing three is money. 79-65 New York lead. 4:50 remaining. Brunson across the timeline, working on Daniels. Over to Karl Anthony Towns, who's working on Okongwu. Behind the back, drop off pass to McBride, who tried to whip it to Hart, but it's a turnover. Here's Alexander Walker putting pressure on the defense, stripped by Clarkson. He gets it back, and we have a stoppage in play. Looks like there's going to be a foul on Jalen Brunson. As we get a good look at the replay here, got caught that time on the reach-in. Atlanta will have it side out of bounds. Knicks lead 79-65. Here's Jalen Johnson. Gets a screen from Vincent. He's working on Anunoby. Jump in the air pass. Gets it over to Kuminga. Recovered well by Clarkson and Robinson. Jalen Johnson, fadeaway three-point shot. Falling out of bounds, hits the side of the backboard. Here comes Brunson. Out to McBride. McBride, pump fake three. Dribble, step back behind the left corner line. Over to Clarkson. He'll bring it out and reset. Working on Alexander Walker. Right wing, three-point line extended. Gets the switch on to Bradley. He drives, penetrates. Tries to go up strong, and he draws a foul. Clarkson to the line for two. Knicks lead 79-65 with 3:51 remaining in this one. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong showing. Has 14 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. As Clarkson puts in the first one. Substitution on the floor. Alvarado in for Brunson. Playing alongside Robinson, McBride, Clarkson, and Anunoby. Knicks lead 81-65. Here's Johnson. Alley-oop pass to Kuminga, no good. But it looks like we're going to have a whistle. Ref says keep it here. (81-65). Knicks lead in this best of 7 game series, tied at 2 games apiece. Is the inbound pass, and it's deflected and stolen. McBride has it. Looks to lob to Mitchell Robinson for the two-hand stuff.
Huffing and stuffing.
And Quinn Snyder wants to talk it over with his team as the Knicks lead 83-65. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the call.
You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by SelfieCast Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by SelfieCast Studio, a broadcasting company.
Back to live action. Atlanta has the ball. McCollum to Bradley. Looking to penetrate inside, and he draws a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Mitchell Robinson. If you're just joining in, you're listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder. Calling live. New York Knicks play-by-play. So hit the thumbs up button. Leave it on scene in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to the channel. As Bradley, first attempt is no good. Second attempt, back iron, rebound, Mitchell Robinson. Ends up on his backside, but appears to be okay. Here's McBride into the front court. Mitchell Robinson screen. McBride drives, working it around the free throw area. Jump shot over McCollum is no good. Battle for the rebound, and looks like Atlanta will have it. Not quite sure if the referees actually saw that play. Looks like it could have been off of Atlanta. Let's see if the Knicks look to challenge. And Mike Brown wants a challenge. As they take a look at the replay. Referees go to the scorer's table to sort this one out. And the Knicks will have it. Side out of bounds, inbounds from under their own basket. Alvarado, fumbling, bumbling, stumbling, causes a turnover. C.J. McCollum ends up with the ball. Working on Robinson. Good recover by Deuce McBride. Kicks it over to Kuminga for a right wing three. No good. Strong contest that time by Anunoby. Here's McBride the other way. Gets it over to Alvarado. Alvarado brings it out for the reset. He's calling Jordan Clarkson for a screen. Step back three-point shot, left wing off the front rim around the backboard and no good. Here's Atlanta back the other way. McCollum in and out dribble, crossover, loses possession. And gets tied up by Alvarado that time with the great hands. As C.J. McCollum tried to regain his dribble. Looks like it was deflected there that time by Mitchell Robinson. Almost forced the turnover, ends up in a tie-up between McCollum and Alvarado. Great defense that time from New York. 83-65, New York lead with 2:04 remaining in the third. On the floor is Alvarado. McBride, Clarkson, Karl Anthony Towns, and Anunoby. And somehow Alvarado comes away with the tip after it was tipped on the jump ball by C.J. McCollum. And as a discussion from the referee ensues, they're going to take a look at this one to see if Alvarado jumped for the possession or if there's a loose ball foul. And it looks like Alvarado will be assessed the loose ball foul that has sent C.J. McCollum to the line. Knicks lead 83-65. C.J. McCollum's first shot is in and out, bounces around the rim and no good. Second attempt is up and no good. Bounces around the rim, in and out. Here's McBride working on McCollum. Waits for a Karl Anthony Towns screen. He gets it. McCollum holding Towns. The refs didn't see it. Here's Karl Anthony Towns on the right wing, three-point line extended. Look at the drive on Bradley. Puts the ball down, takes 2 big steps, and draws a foul. And he'll go to the line for 2. Karl Anthony Towns having a monster performance in this one. With 15 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Shooting 71.4% from the field. Jalen Brunson leads all Knicks scorers with 22, and he has 5 assists. Here's Towns. Free throw attempt is good. Minute 44 remaining in the third. It's an 84-65 Knick lead. Towns take a deep breath. Puts up his second attempt, and it's good as he knocks down a pair to push the lead back out to 20. 85-65. Knicks with a commanding lead in this one. Here's Okongwu. DHO to McCollum. McCollum out to Kawinga. Right wing three-point shot is good. 85-68 Knick lead. On the floor, Alvarado, Clarkson, McBride, Anunoby, and Towns. Alvarado has it. Working on McCollum. Drives right. Takes the bump. Shot off the glass. No good, but he'll draw a foul. Knicks lead 85-68. Alvarado will shoot a pair. He's given solid minutes in this one so far. He has 8 points off the bench, a rebound and a block. Does Alvarado. 86-68 Knicks lead, a minute 12 remaining in the third. Second attempt is good. Here's Kuminga. Gets it over to Okongwu. Three-point line extended. Swing over to Kispert. Out to McCollum. McCollum with a move on Clarkson. Teardrop floater, no good. Rebound Towns. Outlets it quickly to Clarkson. Clarkson driving. Euro. Two-step. Puts the shot up front iron. Short on the rim. No good. Here comes Kuminga. Looking to penetrate. Kicks it out to Okongwu. Okongwu with the step through. Euro and floats it in for 2. 87-70 Knicks lead with 35 seconds remaining in the third. Here's McBride. Stop, pop, pull up 3. Straight on block from behind by McCollum. Gets the ball. Recovers over to Clarkson. Out to Alvarado for the wide open left wing 3.
Rising and surprising.
Was Alvarado that time. Keeps the Knicks lead at 20. 12 seconds remaining in the third. Atlanta has it. Kuminga working on Anunoby. A lot of action there. And looks like Anunoby a little too aggressive that time. Will pick up a foul. As we take a look at the replay of that penetration from Clarkson, who hits Alvarado for a wide open left wing 3. Kuminga at the line. Knocks down the first. Knicks lead 90-71 with 8.7 remaining on the game clock in the third. Brunson set the check back in. Replaces Alvarado. 90-71. 8.7 seconds remaining in the third. Kuminga's second attempt is up and is good. Here's Brunson with the shot clock and the game clock winding down. Anunoby, wide open three, and it's good.
Rising and surprising.
That time was Anunoby. Leaves 1.2 seconds remaining on the game clock. And a heave by Atlanta at the buzzer, no good. And the Knicks with a formidable lead in this one. Looking to take a 3-2 series lead. There's 12 minutes to go in this one. Knicks lead 90-72. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the call.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Severe Elder, yeah. Yeah, Severe, yeah.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Severe Elder, yeah. Yeah, Severe, yeah.
All right, Knicks fans, back to live action. On the floor for your Knicks, Clarkson, Anunoby, Bridges, Robinson, and Brunson. If you're just joining in, you're listening to Knicks on the Call. Here's Mikal Bridges. DHO to Clarkson, almost loses it out of bounds. Drive strong with the right hand penetration off the glass. No good. Rebound McCollum looking to push. Working on Bridges. Gets it over to a three-point attempt from Kispert. No good. Rebound Brunson. Brunson pushes. Over the half-court line, crossover right to left, driving strong with the right hand, and the right hand finish.
Penetrating, creating.
That time was Jalen Brunson. Working his way inside. Here's Atlanta back the other way, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker throws a lob to Kongwu for a two-hand flush. Knicks have possession, 92-74. Early in the fourth. Here's the drop-off DHO to Mitchell to Brunson. Back to Mitchell Robinson for the two-hand stuff lob.
Huffing and stuffing.
That time was Mitchell Robinson catching the alley-oop pass from Jalen Brunson. As we have a foul on the other end. With Kuminga looking to exploit Brunson that time. And he draws a foul. As we take a look at the replay, the Gotham lob from Brunson to Robinson. With a strong two-hand stuff. Knicks lead 94-75. Kuminga makes his first. Second attempt is up and good. It's a 94-76 Knicks lead. Brunson has it. And looks like we got a whistle on the play. Moving screen. It'll be assessed to Mitchell Robinson. Atlanta has the possession. Johnson working on Anunoby. Drives left. Gets it over to Okongwu. He penetrates into the lane. And he draws a foul. With the strong take to the basket that time. Looks like this one is going to go against Mikal Bridges. Okongwu at the line for two. His first attempt is good. Knickerbockers, let me know how you're feeling right now. Tap in and drop your score predictions right now. If you're rocking with Knicks on the Call, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Okongwu's second attempt is up, and it's good. On the floor for New York is Hart, Bridges, Brunson, Robinson, and Clarkson. Here's Bridges over to Brunson. Screen Mitchell Robinson. He rolls. Brunson has it. Pump fakes at the three-point line. Draws a foul on Alexander Walker. As he baited him that time with the pump fake. Jalen Brunson will go to the line for two. Knicks lead 94-78 with 9:56 remaining in the fourth. Brunson first attempt is up, and it's no good. Knicks with a commanding lead in this one. Was pretty much giving Atlanta the business from the outset. Jalen Brunson's second of three attempts is good. 95-78 Knicks lead with 9:56 remaining. Strong performances from Karl Anthony Towns with 16 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. And a solid double-double from Anunoby who has 15 and 10 as Brunson puts down the second. Here's Atlanta. Jalen Johnson working on Hart. Sees a double. Gets off of it. Okongwu has it. Over to Alexander Walker being guarded by Mitchell Robinson. Inside to Okongwu, who had a mismatch that time with Brunson on him. Knicks have to do a better job communicating and getting the switches. Here's Alexander Walker guarding Brunson. Brunson penetrates, gets by him. Right hand shot blocked by Okongwu, but he'll draw a foul. (96-80). New York Knicks lead with 9:23 remaining. As we look at the block attempt on Jalen Brunson's shot from Okongwu, and he draws a foul. Quinn Snyder didn't look too pleased about that one, and he'll call a challenge. We'll have the results after this commercial break.
You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Studio, a broadcasting company.
Back to live action. If you're just tuning in, you're rocking steady with Severe Elder. It's Knicks on the Call. Live New York Knicks play-by-play. As we went to a commercial break on a challenge by Quinn Snyder, and the call has been overturned. Here's Atlanta. Over McCollum to Alexander Walker, pull up three-point shot, no good. Bridges will have it in the front court. Knicks in their offense. On the floor is Hart, Brunson, Bridges, Robinson, and Clarkson. Brunson has it. Between the legs dribble, working on Jalen Johnson on the right side. Pump fake, step through, layup shot. Bounces around the rim and good.
Gyrating, devastating.
That time was Brunson. And here's Jalen Johnson on the other end. And the Knicks with the Matador defense as he brings it right down the lane for a one-handed stuff. Here's Bridges with the ball. Knicks into their offense. Mitchell Robinson has it. Hart gets knocked to the floor, no call. And now we have a whistle. As we take a look at this replay. Brunson dancing, prancing, through the legs, behind the back. Pump fake, step through. And the layup was good for two. That gave the Knicks a 98-82 lead. He has a strong 28 points tonight to go with 6 assists and 2 rebounds. Brunson inbound side out. Get it to it. Mikal Bridges kicks it over to Clarkson, who airballs a corner three. Atlanta couldn't maintain the rebound. It'll go out of bounds. Knicks will retain possession. Brunson inbound. Over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart back to Brunson. Three-point line extended. He sees a double. Gets out of it. Dancing again. Left to right. Step through. Same move. Teardrop is good.
Wheeling and dealing.
That time again was Jalen Brunson. As we take a look at it. Left to right dribble. Step through. Teardrop floater inside the paint. Good. Great footwork there by Jalen Brunson. Gives the Knicks a commanding 101 82 lead. 182 lead as Brunson shoots a free throw. And he completes the three-point play. Jalen Brunson with 31. Here's Jalen Johnson working on Josh Hart. Gets inside, kick out. Kongwu three-point shot, back iron, no good. Josh Hart rebounds. He's looking to push. Across the timeline. Screen Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson rolls. Almost a jump ball scenario as Kongwu got his hand on the ball with Hart. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson with a three-point right wing three.
Rising and surprising.
Splashing that time. Here's Atlanta. Jalen Johnson inside to Daniels. Kicks it out to Gabe Vincent for a three-point shot. No good. Rebound Robinson. Gets it over to Hart, who gives it up to Jalen Brunson. Working on Daniels. Right to left crossover. Left to right. Ball in his right hand, looking to exploit Daniels. Back to his left. Looking to drive left. Gives it up to Bridges. Bridges inside to Jordan Clarkson with the push shot. Gives the Knicks 106-82 lead. Largest lead of the night. Here's Daniels. Three-point shot, no good. Strong rebound, Hart. He brings it up court. In the front court. Mike Brown is sticking with this lineup. Hart with a wide open top of the key three, no good. Looks like we'll have a whistle and the ref says stay right here. Loose ball foul on the rebound action. Nikhil Alexander Walker trying to keep Mitchell Robinson off the glass, but to no avail. As we take a look at the replay of Jalen Brunson going to work, splashing a right wing three. And we'll take a timeout as the Knicks lead 106-82 with 6:27 remaining. You're listening to Knicks on the Call. All right, Knickerbockerins, we're back live. You're rocking steady with Severe Elder. It's Knicks on the Call. A dominant through 3 quarters so far from the Knicks, as Atlanta hasn't really showed any signs of resistance. It's been Knicks from the tip. Strong performances by Jalen Brunson, who has 34 points. Knicks have it. Jalen Brunson whips the pass inside from the right side to Anunoby for an inside the paint two-hand stuff.
Huffing and stuffing.
That time was Anunoby. Knicks on defense. Here's Vincent, takes a straight on 3, wild shot, no good, rebound Towns. Outlets to Brunson. Brunson looking to drive on Gabe Vincent, flips the shot off up at the rim, and it's no good, but he'll draw a foul. As Gabe Vincent couldn't stop the penetration of Brunson that time. Knicks lead 108-82. Formidable from the jump. Here's Brunson. First attempt rattles around and in. (109-82) Knicks lead. 5:59 remaining in the fourth quarter. Knicks looking to take a 3-2 series lead On the floor is McBride, Anunoby, Brunson, Bridges, and Towns. Jalen Johnson guarded by Anunoby. Look, gets it over to Daniels. His shot is up from the right wing corner. 3 is good. Here's Brunson across the timeline. Looking to go to work on Daniels. Sees a double team. Gets off the ball to Karl Anthony Towns. Back to Brunson. Brunson working on Dyson Daniels. Looking to penetrate. Top of the key extended. Gets it over to Bridges. Left wing 3 at the end of the shot clock. No good. Rebound Jalen Johnson. Working on Anunoby. Over to Dyson Daniels. Back to Johnson. Right wing 3 off the back iron. No good. Rebound McCollum for the baby jumper on the left wing is good. Knicks lead 110-87. Bridges looking to get it across the timeline. McCollum only with 6 points in this one. Shooting 3 of 10 from the field. Here's Karl Anthony surveying. Past Anunoby deflected and stolen by Johnson. He's on the break. Floater up and off the backboard is in and good. Here's McBride. Gets it over to Bridges. Back to McBride. Knicks a hole, looking to set up the offense. Brunson penetrating on Daniels. Takes the bump. Kick out the Bridges. Left wing 3 is good.
Rising and surprising.
Was Mikal Bridges that time, giving the Knicks a 113-89 dominant lead as Quinn Snyder wants to talk it over. You're listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder. This program is brought to you by SelfieCast Studio, streaming live to YouTube and Twitch TV. If you're enjoying live New York Knicks play-by-play with Knicks on the Call, be sure to hit that like button now. Subscribe to the channel. Stay locked in. Tap in. Drop your score predictions. I say it's a blowout. Leave it on scene in the chat or in the comments below. As we take a look around the Garden crowd, the stars are out tonight. Knicks alum representing heavy. Back to the action. Atlanta will have the ball with 4 minutes remaining in the fourth. McBride, Brunson, Anunoby, Towns, and Bridges is your 5. Shot up by Atlanta, no good. Knicks will have it. Brunson has it into the front court. I figure it won't be too much longer before Brown empties the bench as Brunson pulls up for left wing 3 and knocks it in the face of Daniels.
Rising and surprising.
Here's Atlanta. Buddy Hield into the game for the first time. And looks like we'll have a reach-in foul. And that'll do it for Brunson as Mike Brown empties the bench. As Brunson will call it a night with 39 points, 3 rebounds, and 8 assists. As the Knicks alum, Latrell Sprewell, Larry Johnson, and John Starks give a rounding ovation On the floor is Kolek, Huck, Porty, Alvarado, Landry, Shamet, as Atlanta penetrates for an easy bucket by Buddy Hield. Here's Alvarado. 116-91 Knicks lead. 3 minutes remaining in the game. Shamet, first attempt. No good, in and out. Here's Buddy Hield the other way. Picked up by Shamet. Huck Porty out on Bradley. Gets it over to Kispert. Bench is coming in, keeping the energy high on defense. Swing pass ends up in a right corner three from Gabe Vincent. Knicks are in control of this one. 116-94. 2:25 remaining. Here's Huck Porty. To Kolek. Over to Shamet. Kick out to Sohan for a 3-point shot. Jeremy Sohan on the right wing that time.
Rising and surprising.
119-94 Knicks lead. As this one is pretty much wrapped up and in the bag. We could stick a fork in them. Atlanta is done. Minute 50 remaining. Kolek has it. Working on Hield. Gets into the lane. Push shot off the glass. No good. Rebound. Huck Porty, and he draws a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Buddy Hield. As the Knicks have a commanding 25-point lead. Pretty much led throughout in this one. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder. This program is brought to you by SelfieCast Studio, streaming live to YouTube TV and Twitch TV. As the Knicks look to close it out at the line. Huck Porty missing 1 of 2. As the camera pans to Atlanta's bench, and they look pretty distraught. And a turnover. No, it won't be a turnover. Deflected out of bounds. Atlanta will retain possession. Knicks bench still keeping their defensive intensity high as Huck Porty gets into the passing lane. On the break, two-hand stuff. Jeremy Sohan.
Slamming and jamming.
Knicks are relentless, refusing to let up on the pressure. As the Knicks look to put the finishing touches on this one. Alvarado checks out of the game. They bring in the neophyte. He's out on the perimeter guarding Kispert. Battle for the loose ball. Here's Sohan. Over to Kolek, over back to Sohan. Looking to penetrate, there's nothing there. Back to Kolek. Gives it to a rolling Sohan. Shoots off the glass, rims around, and good. Knicks are firmly in control in this one as Atlanta misses. Huck Porty a rebound. 42 seconds remaining in the fourth. And a hard foul that time from Wallace on Sohan, as the Knicks look to completely embarrass the Atlanta Hawks and give them no life. And that's what we want to see, folks. Closing the game out strong. Playing with a lead. Playing with a lead all game. getting it done for the full 48 minutes. As the Knicks once again put the finishing touches on this one. Sohan at the line sinks the second. It is now officially a 30-point blowout. As we'll let the clock wane down to these last 25 seconds. As Kispert drives into the lane and it's rejected by Huck Porty. Back down on the other hand is Sohan on the transition break with the Euro step through layup off the glass. Looking to get some points put on the board. As Atlanta comes back down and gets a moot pointed 3-point shot from Buddy Hield. And Sohan will dribble this one out. And the Knicks win 126-97. Held the Atlanta Hawks under 100 points. Defense was stellar. As the Knicks take a commanding 3-2 series lead and look to close out this series in Atlanta. As things are pretty tied up over in Philly and Boston. As Philly came away with a strong win tonight to extend things in that series. As Brunson finishes the game with 39 points, 8 assists, 22 of those points coming in the second half, and 22 of those points coming inside the painted area. It was an undoubtedly dominant performance by the New York Knicks. And we'll be back momentarily to wrap things up as you're listening to Severe Elder. Knicks on the call. All right, Knickerbockerins, we're back with the finishing touches on this one. Knicks with a dominant performance tonight at the Garden, taking a commanding 3-2 first round Eastern Conference Series lead over the Atlanta Hawks. Strong performances across the board in this one. As we take a look at the box score, Anunoby finished with a strong and solid 17 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and a block. And my player of the game, Karl-Anthony Towns, who finished with under 20 points in this one, but made an impact across the stat sheet. Finished with 16 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and shot 71.4% from the field. 1 of 3 from three-point range. And the captain, Mr. Clutch himself, gave Atlanta the business. 1 point shy of a 40-piece. Finished with 39, 8 assists and 3 rebounds. Strong outing for Jalen Brunson as your starting 5. I don't know if this has ever happened this season. The whole starting 5 finishes in double digits in the plus side of the plus minus. Anunoby, a plus 19. Josh Hart, a plus 15. Karl-Anthony Towns, plus 11. Mikal Bridges, a plus 11. And leading the plus minus is Jalen Brunson with a plus 23. Only thing or any concerns I could say I have is we still need stronger and better performances out of Mikal Bridges, who only finished with 7 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist and a steal. We'll see as time goes on if he can get back into some sort of rhythm. And let's give kudos to the bench. Strong performance by Alvarado. Finished with 12 points, 2 rebounds and an assist. Great work from him. And in extensive garbage time, in what had to be only 2.5 plus minutes, Jeremy Sohan says, I'm going to get on the board. And he finishes in double digits with 10 points. So just think about that. In garbage time, Jeremy Sohan managed to muster 10 points, while Mikal Bridges in double-digit minutes only gave you 7 points. Still looking for improvement there. Solid 9 points from Jordan Clarkson off the bench. Miles McBride only finished with 3 rebounds and assists and had no points in this one, but was effective on his weak side and help side defense. Actually finished the game, him and Robinson, with plus 19 in the plus 19 column. Mitchell Robinson gave you 7 points off the bench with 6 boards in what was an outstanding all-around New York Knicks performance. As again, the Knicks lead the series 3-2 over Atlanta, looking to close things out at State Farm Arena. Knicks win. They come out victorious. Pretty much led this one wire to wire. It was literally no contest. And that's what we wanted to see from this team. Be dominant. Be the team that we know you can be. As we take a look at the team box score. Knicks out-rebounded Atlanta 40-22 in a dominant effort on the boards. 10-6 points off turnovers. 8 offensive rebounds to Atlanta 5. But total rebounds is where the Knicks won this one. 48-27. Almost doubled up Atlanta in the rebounding column. Shot well from the free throw line. Went 25 of 34 for 73.5%. And they shot well from three-point range. Shooting at a 42.3% clip while shooting 57% from the field. Once again, just an all-around dominant performance by the New York Knicks. Looking to close things out in State Farm Arena down in Atlanta, which is MSG South. We'll be calling that game. I'll have that game for you live, play-by-play, on Thursday. Tip-off to be determined. And that'll do it for me, folks. If you were tuned in all game, I appreciate your viewership. As I wrap it up, if you're looking for New York Knicks post-game coverage, you can head over to our good friends at KFTV and tap in with CP the Franchise, Alex Tratoros, and the rest of the crew. That'll do it for me, folks. Farewell and peace out.